Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Let's Spend the Night Together. I'm your humble host, Dante. With me, as always, is my colleague, cohort, and covfefe, the beautiful Craig.
Oh my god.
Craig, say hello to the people.
Oh, hoi hoi. Hashtag covfefe.
I'm so glad to be here on our 50th episode. I cannot believe it. Here at the Let's Spend the Night Together family.
That?
We didn't think that we'd hit such achievements here.
No, such heights.
We'd still be on the internet after all this time.
Yeah, they still want us. The people still want us on the internet. We still have jobs at YouTube.
Surprisingly, a lot of that it's overseas. Yeah. Not in our own country, actually. It's somewhere else.
A mighty Greek subscriber of our show. That's
mighty Greek Legion.
Yeah, we're very proud of that.
The uninitiated, but we are initiated. This is a late-night comedy show where we discuss a wide variety of topics and news. Primarily, we focus our attention on pop culture, music, religion, sex, drugs, and the mothership. It's a little different on this one today.
Yeah.
If you are offended by anything you hear, we hope that you'll keep an open mind, and we know that you will, because you're an adult.
Mommy, what's a Funkadelic?
And remember, these are just jokes.
Yeah.
So, we've actually assembled a great show for you guys today.
For the special
50th. We've turned in 50 today. I actually did not really think, I don't know, like, a lot of hopes and dreams. I know we don't talk about
our hopes and dreams.
Our hopes and dreams on the show. We like to, be cutting edge with the jokes here.
I have my hopes and dreams podcast that I save that for.
So the show, we have a great show for you tonight. Chris Pratt, Thoughts and Prayers. George
I thought you were going to say Chris Pratt's like a guest tonight.
Oh,
like,
man, I
holy
wish.
Shit. That'd be cool.
The dinosaur man himself. And I'm not talking about Jeff Goldblum. George Clinton is not PC. Toilet strikes in the UK. Sort of an anarchy in the UK type play.
Yeah.
I'm going to let myself out on that one.
Wait, what?
Chinese funeral striptease and Obama's beautiful, beautiful portrait. It's in the national display right now in the museum. But first I wanted to talk about George Clinton.
Yeah.
Funkadelic Parliament fame, obviously. He was just in this interview, and he was talking a little bit about
the legendary George Clinton.
Music in general. For a lot of the people out there, if you've never heard George Clinton, you probably heard his music if you've heard any hip-hop or rock. I mean, he's probably one of Funkadelic and Parliament's one of the most sampled bands ever?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, they if you could only listen to one band of the funk genre, I would say Funkadelic.
Yeah.
Would be the first one.
I'm more of a Parliament guy, but I don't want to split hairs.
Oh, that old thing?
So this story comes to us from Breitbart, evil Breitbart. I'm shaking my fist at you. Funk legend George Clinton on cultural appropriation. We got to get over this shit.
Oh, shit.
And just the picture of George.
Yeah, George is
I love
amazing.
Him. This reminds me of one of your favorite bands and mine, the Red Hot Chili Peppers. George produced their first album?
He produced their second. Yeah, Freaky Styley, which I think is like a super underrated album. And
I believe he was the singer-songwriter, the chief creative force behind
the director or whatever,
Parliament
and Funkadelic.
And he's just
he's like the Black Brian Wilson.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's actually a great maybe actually, but more influential.
But so.
I guess it's but he's fucking amazing. All right, so legendary funk music pioneer George Clinton rejected the idea of so-called cultural appropriation in music and pop culture. When asked during a recent interview with the Rolling Stone what he thought about white artists doing black culture, ? When I heard that, what white artists doing black music, so this is 2018.
Yeah.
And I've definitely looked into music history for the show and just in general, for my own personal interest. And when I hear something like white artists doing black music, I think of 40s, 50s, earlier.
Yeah.
This is the whole weird thing about...
let's listen to music, Archie. No, not that. Let's listen to black music.
Yeah, the colored radio station.
Exactly,
and black music, and it's just very... I don't...
Mick Jagger.
I don't understand it. Just because it was obviously when we were growing up.
Think of music.
Yeah, on those terms.
This color or that color. I didn't know that, like, are you supposed to? Like, I didn't even...
I mean, certainly there is a history, right? There's a history to it. But it's, but there's a history to everything. And this is just entertainment and just, you know, it's almost like this universal creative thing that can just inspire people no matter what they are, you know? And it's like, it's... All right, so just the question again. What do you think about white artists doing black music?
Yeah.
Clinton said he's borrowed creative ideas from iconic bands like the Beatles and insists that artists attempt to replicate what they admire about their peers, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I'd bite off the Beatles, he said, or anybody else. It's all one world, one planet, and one groove. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to learn from each other, blend from each other, and it moves around like that, the Grammy winner said. So there's just pictures of him.
Grammy winner. Who gives a fuck about the Grammys?
So the Parliament Funkadelic founder's 5-decade career makes him an authority on the subject of cultural appropriation, or the concept of taking black culture and profiting from it, which has rocked pop stars such as Justin Timberlake and Justin Bieber. He said, you see the rocket ship leave yesterday?
What?
This is George Clinton. So just imagine you're sitting down, you're having a nice toke of something with George Clinton.
Yeah,
you maybe drink a little bit.
Back and
you're
forth.
Talking about music. You're just talking about history and everything.
Yeah.
And he says, "You see the rocket ship leave yesterday? We can maybe leave this planet. We gonna be dealing with aliens. You think black and white gonna be a problem? Wait till you start running into motherfuckers with 3 or 4 dicks." Bug-eyed motherfuckers.
What?
The 1997 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee said, they could be ready to party, or they could be ready to eat us.
They could be ready to party.
We don't know, but we've got to get over this shit.
Yeah.
Of not getting along with each other.
Was that Robert Frost quote, or was that George Clinton?
So eloquent.
That's an amazing quote.
That's I truly believe that. I think...
Yeah.
Especially with things like Black Panther being as successful as they are now.
Yeah.
And, you know, the lead up to that was, okay, is this a black movie? The first black Marvel movie, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
It's like, obviously it's going to be a lot of things to a lot of different people.
Yeah.
But to me, it's if something's entertaining, it's entertaining. It doesn't really matter. And you can kind of... More people will be interested in all types of other subjects if they can... A comic book movie is great for that. That's just like, oh wow, I've never seen this, or it introduces you to culture, and it's not a bad thing, and it's make believe too. It's a comic book movie, you know, but it's like it's just different. I don't know. Maybe we should I don't know, just get over the whole
I know.
What divides us, because there's a lot of division in the country right now. I don't want to get too preachy and conservative on you.
Oh my god! Because I'm more of a libtard.
Yeah, and that being said, let's just attack everybody in this next segment.
Well, it's like the Rolling Stones were accused of it.
What's that?
Of stealing quote unquote black music.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well,
but a lot of the artists that they supposedly stole from pretty much came out in defense of the Stones.
Muddy Waters was a big proponent of the Stones
because he was saying it didn't steal attention or business or something like that necessarily, as it did help spread the word of this genre of music.
Yeah,
as long as they give credit, I would assume. Which the Rolling Stones always did.
Always said that it was Muddy Waters. And I remember watching live performance of his where this was in the 80s. I think you can actually look it up on YouTube.
Was it that one where They Are There?
Yeah.
The Stones.
Yeah, if you guys are interested, check it out. It's definitely worth it. It's Muddy Waters live, and the Stones they come in. They're in the crowd. They're in the front row, and Muddy's there, and he's playing with his band, and it's great. Yeah. And then they end up getting on stage with him, and they just jam with him for 30 minutes. And it's all
there's
on YouTube.
One that's I think it's Muddy Waters, and I think it was earlier, and the Stones were going to be on some British or maybe American, one of those music shows, whatever, like Ed Sullivan or something, but it wasn't that. But it was one where they have artists, and they wanted the Stones to be on, and the Stones were like, yeah, but I think too part of it was you could pick supporting acts or something, and they wanted to pick, I think it was Muddy Waters, but make him like the focal point.
Yeah.
They like strong arm the channel into doing it.
And
they sat like front row and watched it.
That's the thing is, no matter what, they are. I mean,
so
Muddy Waters is Muddy Waters.
Yeah,
you know, you can't really take away the guy's passion or the conviction or the songwriting or anything like that.
Yeah,
and you know, inevitably, people will see through bullshit and like copies, like a copy of a copy of a copy.
Yeah, yeah.
When you hear like, what is it? Is it Manish Boy?
Yeah.
I always say that wrong. I say Manish Man.
Yeah, Manish Boy. Yeah.
That's
it's
like that. I was
title.
listening to that single the other day, and it's like it's fucking amazing, dude. It's very simplistic, but it's like this very repetitive, like.
And he had to do it. Like he couldn't have taught someone that song.
No,
it wouldn't have mattered. But like the way he performs it,
it's amazing. It's like it's.
A lot of it is just that personal charisma and emotion and stuff like that.
Zeppelin always gets a bad rap, too.
Yeah.
I always hear, you know, on O&A, they would always talk about, they would always shit on Zeppelin.
I know, I hear people do that a lot. That's a common thing.
Having, you know, like, having the vinyls and shit, and I know I'm not a disgusting hipster, by the way, so.
Yeah.
People, before you get me wrong. Having the vinyls, like, you clearly see that it's Blind Willie Dixon's songs.
Yeah.
So they're not.
Yeah, it's like
they're
Willie
letting
Dixon
you know.
And, I think there's a few others like Robert Johnson. And
is he even Blind Willie Dixon? Did I just make that up?
I think it's just Willie Dixon. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Blind Muddy Waters. Blind Howlin' Wolf.
Pretty much.
Oh
yeah.
Man, all right. I'm not gonna embarrass myself anymore.
But yeah, they try. The Stones and Zeppelin gave credit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And especially Led Zeppelin, they, like, completely reinvent the songs. Like, they changed the titles of them, but that's because, like, they composed all this other stuff for it that wasn't in the original.
I think the best, like, songwriters and bands, they pick up on the positives and the things that kind of, like, stand out. And just genres and instruments and voices and anything,
right?
And they pull it together because that's what like attracts them to it.
Yeah, and they combine it into like one thing.
Yeah, and I love the idea of it's just all one world and it's like all one rhythm sort of thing.
And there is a really fine line, I think, between that and ripping off.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I really think that.
Yeah, because I mean, there's for as many Rolling Stones like and Zeppelin actually doing it right.
Yeah,
there's plenty that
where they somehow like
didn't get represented
draw
or anything.
on Willie Dixon's influence instead.
Blind Willie Dixon.
Yeah, instead of drawing on Willie Dixon's music. Yeah, almost maybe. You know, where it's like they're pulling from the same place, as opposed to just being like, oh, I want to do like what that guy, or just like copy that song.
Yeah, I want that song.
But it's
because I can like put it out on radio and you can't.
or what I think happened with that Sam Smith guy is he just like accidentally was jamming on a piano and
he accidentally recorded a Tom Petty song.
I think he accidentally ripped off the melody and the chords because it is bad. And maybe he did it on purpose, but I bet you it's like he did it on accident because he played it on piano and sings it like his own little lame way that he sings.
Yes.
And Femi way of singing. And then got far enough into the recording process where people are like, bro, that's Tom Petty. And
There's
he's like,
no going back.
Well, and he's just like, I don't listen to Tom Petty. Like, I didn't copy anybody. Yeah, but you've heard this song growing up in your life. He
genuinely, like, just didn't know. Like, he didn't make the connection.
Yeah, on accident. It's more like subconscious. Where you like
see something or
I think
something.
You could be not a Tom Petty fan, but you've heard that song a bunch of times on the radio without even knowing who it was.
Tapping your toe.
Yeah, in the elevator or whatever, you know.
In a street fight.
And it just, like, pops in your head, you know. You don't mean to, like, copy it. But he still ripped it off. Tom Petty still deserved that money.
Okay, here we go.
Listen to our Tom Petty episode, by the way. Oh, we didn't even play the theme music, I don't think, for the last segment.
Oh, did we not?
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh.
That was...
You might have to throw that in there in post. Next segment. But I'll make sure.
You forgot to do the, but I like it.
Oh, yeah.
like it.
It's that special time again, Craig.
Oh.
We're talking about love. I kind of came out of the cuts on that one. I surprised a few people, I can tell.
With Take My Breath Away?
Take My Breath Away.
This is our really sensual segment.
It is.
I've noticed.
I just watched Top Gun recently.
Yeah.
And I never put together that she dresses up like a guy to seduce him.
Kelly McGillis?
Yeah.
Yeah. She saw the magnetism between him and Iceman. And she's like, well, shit, I'm more masculine than Val Kilmer. I could probably easily do that if that's what he's into.
I think that there's we'll have to look at it sometime, but there's a very famous Tarantino movie part where he talks about Top Gun. He says it's one of the like most it is him. Tarantino it's like I almost have to play it.
Yeah, I don't know what movie that is.
Yeah,
but where Tarantino
he's talking about famously that Top Gun is famously it's a man, it's a gay man struggling with his own homosexuality.
Yeah,
and that's the whole layout of the Top Gun.
Yeah,
and it's pretty much saying the Iceman and those guys are saying, hey, come to the gay way. Gay way's good.
Yeah.
You got to be over here with us. And Kelly McGinnis signifies I guess what is it? Heterosexuality, right? And you got to be this. You got to be that. You got to be this.
Yeah.
And Tarantino. As only Tarantino could break it down.
Yeah.
So
and it
eloquently.
Sounds like him just breaking it down. It doesn't sound like dialogue in a movie.
Yeah, he's just
very weird.
He was just on the set on some B movie and was like, hey, can I just
walk onto the set and tell one of the extras this whole
story?
Do
this whole monologue about Top Gun being like a subversive gay movie.
Yeah.
It's the most famous movie ever. All right, but that's not this.
And so they wanted to make it not so obvious, and they just added gun at the end of the title. It was supposed to be just called Top.
So, we're talking Take My Breath Away, and today is no exception. This segment's one of my favorite. We talk love, all types, all over the world.
Romance.
Love, romance,
a little bit.
Whether you're gay, straight, bi, anything else in between, we love you here.
Yeah.
And we're just going to talk about sexuality. But this is a little different. This is more of a pun. It's punny.
Oh, I like doing that.
Chinese, or China, rather. I really fucked that one up. China what?
China. The wrestler?
Night in China? Did you ever see that?
A Night
in
China?
Talk? Yeah, that was her tape, her adult tape.
Oh, A Night in China. Oh,
China cracks down on funeral strippers hired to entertain mourners. They attract larger crowds than your average funeral service.
Oh, I would imagine.
There's a picture of...
They're having to cut down on these?
That looks like a very fun time, especially with the comrade in the back.
So is it like illegal?
Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah, right? What the hell?
So Chinese authorities are cracking down on the practice of hiring strippers as funeral entertainment, a technique some rural families use to increase the turnout at a loved one's final farewell.
What the fuck?
It seems completely normal. I mean, we have similar customs here in the United States.
Yeah.
If somebody dies, what would you usually do?
We're no better, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, of course. Yeah. Well, the thing is, at least they're just out in the open, right? Because
Ni hao to our Chinese fans. First of all.
Because after everybody goes to the funeral, attends the funeral in the States, that's when we go out and get fucked up.
Yeah, get fucked up.
We just don't do it at the funeral, but maybe they're just a little more honest about it.
Don't swallow alcohol for like a 40-minute.
It's hard. Don't get me wrong.
That's it. Then you go fucking buck wild.
Yeah, it's hard.
In China, they're just like, yeah, he died. Where's that woman's ass?
The country's Ministry of Culture said, which when I hear Ministry of Culture, I automatically think of like that's some Orwellian, the Ministry of Truth, and they like disseminate lies. Ministry of Peace, which is for war.
Oh my god.
So the country's Ministry of Culture said late last month, it would be targeting striptease and other obscene, pornographic, and vulgar performances at funerals and other gatherings across Henan, Unhu, and Jiangsu, and Hebei provinces. Thank you very much.
Sacramento.
It has urged witnesses to call a special hotline set up by the state.
Oh, no. Call it up.
Yeah. And, back in the good old days, they just throw you on the gulag. And that would be
special hotline.
That would be the end of you.
Hi, I'm at my grandpa's funeral, and my uncle called a bunch of hookers over here.
And one of them is wagging her tits in my face. Can you do something about this?
Excuse me. Anyway, she's right. Sorry, she just walked right by. I had to do that. But can you do something about this, sir?
It's really bothering me. It's a nuisance.
No, I don't have any more ones. Yeah.
Where's the ATM?
Take care of this.
It has urged witnesses to call a special hotline to report any performances, with rewards on offer for informants. An informant. Smell a rat.
Oh my God.
According to the state-run Global Times newspaper, the Global Times.
The Global Times?
Quote,
like the National Enquirer?
Yeah, for China. For Red China. The crowd is pushed to
Better
climax, roaring with laughter, whistling, applauding, and cursing, state media said.
Oh my God.
Quote, as the performers saunter into the audience to jiggle their breasts and rub men's crotches. A reminder of, quote, no photos allowed can occasionally be heard.
Oh man, that's all you hear during it. Hey, my tits are really sorry about your friend that died.
No photos allowed!
Put on that sailor hat and... no fucking photos allowed!
So, I heard your son died. That's a real bummer, isn't it? Yeah, he's only 10. Oh,
these are double D.
Yeah, well, don't worry, baby, let me cheer you up.
Oh my God.
Alright, I feel much better now. This is working.
Oh my God. This is such a healthy, natural way to get over my friend.
This is so therapeutic. Thank you. Hiring entertainment for funerals is a long-standing practice in China, or rural China, as ensuring a high number of mourners attend the ceremony as a way of showing respect to the dead, the Global Times reported.
That's strange.
Chinese rural households, households are more inclined to show off their incomes disposable incomes by paying out several times their annual income for actors, singers, comedians, and most recently strippers to perform
so weird.
Entertainment and to entertain the mourners, said the media. Strippers are also sometimes hired for weddings and fairs.
For weddings? Fuck, that's weird. I don't know about that shit.
We're going to keep going because...
I don't even know about, like, a comedian.
This is how... Wait, you don't think a comedian at a funeral would be funny?
I don't think that works.
Talk about a tough crowd. All right.
Yeah, really.
But this is how this...
Jeez, who died? I bet he always
who died and made you boss? Oh, that guy.
Straw boss.
This is the whole, like, weird sexuality and culture and stuff kind of comes in right here. Yeah. An expert quoted in the newspaper partly attributed the practice of hiring exotic dancers to fertility worship. Interesting. I never thought of it that way. Like, if you were looking at it from an anthropological... Is that how you say that? I hope. They're fertility worship. They're gonna see these men or women and then go home and like have sex with their wives or something. That's what I'd imagine. No, I mean that's a bit of a stretch. Don't get me wrong.
She could have.
I mean that's a bit of a mouthful if you're at the wedding and your wife finds you with a face first into something, and you're saying, hey, this is a fertility worship.
Hey, I'm just worshiping her fertility. Sorry. Wow. I was just worshiping her fertility. Oh, okay.
It's an erotic... Okay, so it's an erotic element of the funerals, and it conveys the deceased wishes of being blessed with many children.
How does it...
It's his... He wants me to have sex with the prostitutes.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh
Look at him. See how happy he is?
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh!
Watching the wife get with him.
Well, if I can understand this. You know what? I'm on board with this.
Are you?
I'm completely 180 on this.
Wow.
First, I thought it was disgusting. First, I was afraid. I was petrified.
Yeah.
But not anymore. This is completely fine. I see no problems with it. No, but the idea that, okay, somebody in your family dies.
Yeah.
So you want, obviously your ancestry, your lineage to continue.
Yeah.
But you don't need to get prostitutes or strippers or comedians or anything else to do that for fertility worship or any of that.
Yeah. You don't think you need that?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to be a stick in the mud, though, so what do I know? According to the...
supposed to, stimulate, you know what? He died, but there are women out there that are fertile. Maybe I can just have a child that will take his place.
To be fair, these are the same, cultures that probably, they eat, bull testicles, this, that, and the other, too.
So bad to
for
me.
fertility purposes, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, not sit on it, eat it.
Oh, my God.
According to the interpretation of the cultural anthropology, the fete, which is what this activity is, F-E-T-E, or fete, is originated from the worship of reproduction.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Well, thought I was infertile, and I injected bull semen a couple times. And
this is also not the first time China has tried...
my gal pregnant.
I think that has to be human stuff.
Oh.
So, I
think I need to call my lawyer.
Yeah, you change that X to a circle, my bud, and you're good to go. All right, so this is not only this is not the first time that China has tried to stamp out the practice. In 2015, 2 villagers in the province of Hebei and Jiangsu made headlines with viral photos of strippers at funerals inviting grieving men to come on stage and undress them. Seniors and children are seen standing nearby watching intently. The Ministry of Culture also released a similar statement to the report in 2015 describing the hiring of strippers at funerals as, quote, uncivilized. I don't want to throw my Western ideals on this culture. So what do I know? Who am I to say? This seems completely normal, and now that they've explained to me all the reasons, I have no reason not to find it distasteful or anything like that.
And their minister of culture is just being a jerk.
He's being a real stick in the mud, I think.
Stick in the mud, yeah.
I mean, he's being a bit of a jerk.
It's not disrespectful?
No, I think he's got to be a Quaker right now. He's seriously acting like
old-fashioned.
John Lithgow did in, was it Footloose, when he would let anybody in the town dance and just have a good time.
Yeah.
These people, obviously, they just want to...
Dancing is outlawed!
They just want to send their beloved off to the great beyond, and if they can get laid
tits in their face
in the process, then they'll to them.
Yeah, I guess so. Lower him into the ground. Lower your pussy onto my face.
Get a load of this.
A developing story for you this morning. A Utah State University student was taken to the hospital after ingesting a Tide Pod. A university spokesperson called the incident a Tide Pod overdose, but said the student ingested it. That student was taken to the hospital, but the condition still unknown. This appears to be the latest incident of the Tide Pod Challenge, the dangerous and strange craze sweeping the internet. People have been posting online videos of them spitting out or ingesting the laundry pod. Recently, YouTube announced they are removing the videos, and Facebook is doing the same. Mary?
God damn. Yeah. God damn. Crazy kids.
The times they are a-changing, as Robert Zimmerman once famously said.
I don't understand why people would actually do the whole Tide Pod challenge thing.
Are you serious?
I think it's an evolutionary flaw.
Yeah. It's a fun challenge.
Now, I'm very glad that you're still with us.
Yeah.
Let's spend the night together.
Spit that Tide Pod out and listen to this show.
A great remainder of the show, but before we get to
this is the 50th extravaganza.
It is, and we're just going to keep rolling along. We're very glad that you're here with us.
This is going to be as good as 50 episodes all in one, pretty much.
I hope so. All right, here we go.
Cruis'n World.
Welcome to Cruis'n World.
What's that with the last episode, or not last episode? What's the last level in Mario? Is it like something highway? Is always
like Rainbow Road.
Rainbow Road. I always when I hear that song, I always think that I'm like driving on the Rainbow Road.
Oh my god!
Yeah. It's Cruis'n World, so we're going to be talking about something shocking around the world. This is an international show, you know.
Shocking.
It's shocking.
Yeah.
This is real shocking.
Yeah,
it's a great
it is an international, global show. We're not just local.
It truly is. Transglobal, you could say.
Yeah.
Today...
Trans what?
Transglobal.
Oh. Because I'm... we'll talk about it later. Different podcast,
All right. I accept you for who you are. All right. Today in Cruis'n World, a drug suspect on toilet strike for 38 days would rather die than take a poo. It's the headline. The story comes from us from the Metro, the fine people
of the Metro. The guy who wrote that headline needs a Nobel Prize.
I'll say it again.
That's the whole... There's no story, it's just the headline.
Drug suspect on toilet strike for 38 days would rather die than take a poo. I originally saw this about a week ago, and we'll get to that.
Yeah.
I saw this story about a week ago, and I thought, that's amazing. No way it can last, though. I think that this guy, he always quits on everything in life.
Does he?
He certainly does.
Unless he has some Gorilla Glue that he's going to put on his butthole.
Some cement.
His rusty sheriff's badge.
A suspected drug dealer on a record-breaking toilet strike would rather die than take a poo, his lawyer has said. Lamar Chambers, 24, has now spent 38 days in police custody.
Without pooing?
After Essex police arrested him and detained him on January 17th.
It's a toilet right there, mate. Just do it, you know?
Or,
bruv. Duties.
According...
We won't look. We'll give you privacy.
Appearing in court yesterday, his lawyer said he finds himself in uncharted territory.
Uncharted territory?
With his
Literally?
With his client. He said his client's life is at risk as he doesn't want to be...
He doesn't want to be that guy, but bro, take a shit.
He doesn't want to... What is it? He doesn't want to be resuscitated if he collapses. Because the poo.
Oh my god.
The Essex.
They're like, no, well, we won't resuscitate you. We'll just stick a fucking funnel in your butthole and let everything flow out.
It's just like an adrenaline needle of the heart.
Oh my god.
And he just shits.
Spills out. Like, have you read that book, Choke?
I was going to say, isn't the end of Choke?
The anal beads and everything.
You have to explain a little. Yeah. So, Choke the book is about a sex crazed main character. And he ends up getting
he's like an
anal bead
stuck.
Yeah, a man goes overboard and one of the anal beads is stuck up his behind.
At least a couple deep. And then when he was pulling it, didn't it break at one point?
I think because the girl that he's using it, the girl pulls it out and she's like, "Oops, I think you lost one."
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! So the remainder of the book,
be good.
Yeah, he's about to it's just it's disgusting.
The rest of the book he can't shit.
He can't shit, and then he finally shits at the very
Yeah, it's
great. It's a great climax.
Very relieving, very cathartic. Yeah. What an interesting way to build up pressure in a book. Now I really have to take a shit.
I had to take a dump, but now I really have to go.
It worked. That's a good book.
It is a great book. Yeah, I still remembered it. I don't remember a lot of high school. So
and Sam Rockwell did the movie version.
Yep. But with this waiting game now in its second month, the Essex police had no choice but to request more time to detain him in court, Who's playing the waiting game?
Yeah, he's
Chambers,
detaining his poop in his butthole. His colon.
Chambers appeared before magistrate yesterday.
All right, magistrate. I'm going to tell you face to face, eye to eye.
You're not getting
I
this.
ain't taking a shit, mate.
You ain't getting this turd over my dead body, mate. Oi, bruv.
It's a turd on the run.
You're going to do a lot worse than put me in jail. Put me in jail for 2 months, bruv.
You make me shit. You take my soul. My will to live.
You might take my shit, but you'll never take my freedom.
Oh, my God.
All right, I just had to do it. I'm sorry. Chambers appeared before the magistrate yesterday, where the force applied to keep him in custody until Monday.
Oh my God.
The lawyer told
he was very blocked up in court. Oh my God.
He needs bran muffins. Stat.
Oh my God.
All right,
no, that's what he doesn't do.
Oh yeah, that's
right. That's
I can never tell. I don't have. I'm
very.
I was gonna say if he needs the shit. I mean, I have more. We'll get to that, but there's. I mean, my God, there's some food just around here. These parts that'll make you.
Yeah.
Question why you ate that stuff.
Head to Taco Bell. They'll take care of that.
Your colon lives moss.
Oh my God.
All right, so the lawyer told
the meal, the one that clears out your colon.
The lawyer told the Chelmsford Magistrate Court on Friday.
Chelmsford Magistrate.
To reject the application. He said, justice will be served one way or another. Reject the application and continue with the case as it would be normally dealt with.
Oh my God.
The prosecutor,
it's not a matter if he shits or not, mate. We're just going to solve the case like any magistrate would. I hope he shits for his own
Keep calm and carry on.
Yeah.
The prosecutor, however, said it was in the interest of the justice to keep Chambers in police custody. He told the court it is quite a clear-cut application. Mr. Chambers has been refusing treatment. It is clear he is preventing the passing of evidence of the drugs he swallowed prior to his arrest.
Oh, he doesn't want to pass them?
Exactly. He was tampering with evidence. I think he might have swallowed something.
His colon is tampering with evidence.
He added the only thing stopping him from being released
with some laxatives
is Mr. Chambers himself.
Oh, my God.
Last week it was revealed that Chambers has been eating inside his cell. Oh, wait, he has been?
Sir, we don't want you. We want what's inside your colon.
Please give us the shit.
Yeah. Shit into our hands, sir. So he has been eating some stuff.
He started out eating Frosties cereal bars, and as time went on, he would eat up to 8 of them a day.
Oh, 8 Frosties.
He said it's ate the worst shit ever.
Ugh, yeah. Just drugs and a bunch of Frosties.
However, he has not swallowed the bars for fruit and vegetables.
Ah.
And it was also revealed how Chambers ate some fish made by his mother just before he appeared before magistrate.
Boy, it's the fish that's really giving me the problem.
I'm all backed up, I am.
All backed up.
The Essex police...
It's like a fish swimming upriver, upstream.
The Essex police started a hashtag POO WATCH.
Oh my God.
To keep us
the police did?
Yes, to keep us all updated about any sudden movements. But after 24 days, the force stopped providing updates on the situation.
They should just, have the lights out in the middle of the night and then just, run up to him and
scare him.
Scare him and he just, just fucking accidentally shits.
You're like, did you shit? And he's like, no, I just had an orgasm.
Oh, my God.
But good try. Instead, a spokesperson said that they will make one final announcement when he does what he needs to do. Oh, no, that being said, Craig, I did find the Essex County Police log.
You did?
For the past however many days this is,
to track
24.
the movement of his bowels?
Day 1, London gang.
Day 1, no shit.
Normal arrest by failing to stop for police and possession with intent to display Class A drug. Male doesn't think we have the power to keep him until he removes some things.
From his butt.
Yeah, he's been charged with possession with intent to sell.
Butt possession.
So that's day 1. Day 3, the lawyer has issued a 190-hour detention warrant on the male to pass the items concealed. If they are not passed during the time, we will apply for more time. So I'll just skip now around. Day 5, still no news. Another day passes without any movement.
In the vowels.
Day 6, male is still with us and has just passed 120 hours. 5 days without going to the toilet.
Oh, my God. We're going to try giving him some P.F. Changs and see what happens.
That should do the trick. Day 8. Amazingly, a further 24 hours has not passed. Suspect has not been with us for an entire week and not once been to the toilet. Back to court tomorrow to request further detention until items are recovered.
Go to the loo? You're not going to go to the loo, mate?
Day 10.
What point are you trying to prove?
Day 10 of POO WATCH has commenced. Male still refusing to go to the toilet.
Oh my God.
Day 12. We are now just over 288 hours with our man awaiting for him to go to the toilet or consent to a doctor removing said items.
Oh my God. And he's not pissing either then, huh?
I don't think so. Day 15. Day 15 and no movements. Unless anything changes overnight, then we will be back to court tomorrow for the 3rd time in this case.
Oh my
Requesting
God.
a further
He's going to court more than he's shitting.
They're going to request a further 8 days for the poop watch. And this is only day 15, mind you.
Oh my God.
Day 17, no comment. Day 18, no change. Day 19. Today's day 19, and we still have no movement. Male doesn't seem to understand that eventually he will / he needs to go.
Oh my God, he will.
The test of wills at this point.
Yeah.
Day 20 is coming to an end and still no movement. Sorry for the delay in the updates. The team are busy covering this and other ongoing investigations.
Oh my God. No, we're not. Like, don't be sorry to us. Stop telling us about it. Like, do police business.
Day 22, and the male has still not used the loo.
Still hasn't used the
23,
loo.
day 23, no comment. Day 24, nothing further to report.
Something wrong with your bum?
As soon as this is there's a result, the statement will be released.
Wow.
So it's still going to go. I think that this story deserves some sort of follow-up.
And this was like 6 months ago, and it's still hasn't,
no
update?
I'll let you know. When did this come out? Oh, this came out just 4 days ago.
Okay.
So maybe we'll do it live, actually. Maybe I can find an update. Alright, it looks like the man, as of right now, because they said that they're not going to do any more reports until he passes it, because I'm looking at the Essex Police website right now, and they don't have any more logs.
Really?
No pun intended.
Yeah,
of what's going on right now.
No.
But I swear to you this.
We're going to follow this up?
Decree, yes, I decree to you this, that we're going to find out when this man makes poop.
Yeah.
What do you think we haven't even, so as obviously it's a dealing charge, right? I mean, he doesn't want to get busted on the dealing charge. Yeah. But really, he's going back and forth to prison or to jail.
And to the court.
He doesn't give a hoot or a holler.
With these balloons in his butt.
He's got a big old bulbous butt. You think he just, just get him a little bit of Adalberto's or some Taco Bell.
Done in like 2 bites of Adalberto's.
All right. Here you go.
My goodness.
I have 4 kids. I absolutely do.
Well, then you know you have to.
But we appreciate you, Julie. I got one. No more questions? They said, no, she has to go.
What's something that you always carry with you? Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You getting information right now? Hot sauce. Hot sauce in my bag, swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now, listen, I just want you to know, people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people.
Okay. Is it working?
Mercy. Let's spend the night together.
Yeah, we're back.
How's everybody doing?
Doing good.
I'm with her.
We're trying to...
This is a great song.
We're here to pander to you, fans.
We're going to pander to the left like we always do.
Yeah.
Fuck this Trump guy. That is a great song. All right, today, Craig, we actually have a different segment, a new segment. We're going to be talking a little bit more about politics, but I guess only the way that we can would be a great way to describe it. So this one, the working title, Like a Rolling Stone.
Yeah, this is the brand new segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just think how nobody knows what they're talking about with politics.
Yeah, this whole
opinions. So we're gonna
left and right divide.
How it works,
I mean, what the heck,
yeah.
man?
And we're pretty much experts. It's just easy to give out our take
Now
on
everybody for the most part has a hot take, whether you be for Trump or not.
For what?
Drumpf. I believe that's his Christian name. Before he changed it, because it wasn't originally.
That's right,
isn't he Dutch or Scottish or something? I know he's beautiful.
He seems German. No, I don't know. I don't know what he is.
Certain German idealism.
Did you ever hear there was a movie back in the day about a character comes into the small town by the name of Trump, and he wants to build a wall around the town?
Is this a real thing?
I heard that there's a real... Some old movie, I don't think it was like a big thing, it was some like small movie, or it almost kind of sounds like a Twilight Zone to me. Yeah. But like some old movie. And
do you think that's one of those, it's like where the stars align and some things can be predicted? Because The Simpsons, they actually have a pretty good track record. Yeah. I mean, obviously not every joke comes to fruition or something.
Right.
But it's pretty interesting.
Made like a crazy joke and that shit actually happened.
I think just recently that happened because it's one of the more southern red states, or actually might have been Texas, that it's finally no longer a Republican majority, and that was a joke on The Simpsons 20 years ago or something.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. But today we're going to be a little more respectful. We're going to talk about a former president, our last one, Mr. Barack Obama. The Daily Caller reporting, geez Louise, Obama's painter has long predatory, perverse history of sneaking sperm into paintings.
What?
The artist who painted the former President Barack Obama for the National Portrait Gallery in the Smithsonian, geez Louise, has a history of including depictions of sperm in his work, and has been described as a predatory and perversive by the Village Voice. Oh, that's amazing.
I have to say, this painting you did of me, the white of my eyes in this picture, it's an interesting shade of white.
What do you think of just...
It frankly looks like cum.
Well, I'm going to show you the close-up.
Mr. President, no.
I'm going to show you exactly...
It's something else, I swear. Mr. President, I think you're lying. I think it's cum.
What do you think of just when you see the picture yourself? I mean,
cum.
As far
That's
as
all
like
I can think about now is cum.
It's like a presidential portrait.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't necessarily have a problem with it, but if you see it along the lines
silly,
of
where
the
he's
other
like in front of
it reminds me of
leaves.
He's in front of Wrigley Field. No,
it does look like it's like in front of ivy.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, I don't know. So that is, they have a official presidential.
A national portrait gallery in the Smithsonian.
So that will be his
forever,
next to the other, like, what is it, 47, counting Trump?
What is it, 44
presidents?
Because I think Trump is 45.
He's 45. Yeah. So wow.
Okay, so the KEHINDE WILEY is well known for recreating famous paintings, but replacing the featured white person, often a noble or general, with a young black man. Wiley often met the men or on the street, brought them into his studio, and had them pick a work to be painted into. The famously left-wing Village Voice reported in March 2015. So that's a little, we'll get to some of his other art choices. Yeah. Wiley lures young men into his studio with a promise of power and glamour, writer and art critic Jessica Dawson wrote.
And then he jizzes all over their paintings?
She called the behavior predatory and perverse. Dawson also points out the sexuality in several of his pieces and highlights that they often include sperm. Wiley's rendition of St. Andrew, for example, shows a black man grinding his crotch against a wooden cross with free-floating, spermatozoa painted on the canvas, Dawson wrote.
What the fuck?
And this is the painting that we're talking about right here. And that the little guys that they're talking about are those little critters right there.
He
Frank,
draws
please.
Little sperm?
Please, your reactions at the end. Like, get them at the end. All right.
So he doesn't actually jizz in the paint? Or on the paintings?
No. That would be gross. He just draws little
Because
sperms
I've
and
done
everything.
that for years when I go to like museums and stuff, but I didn't think of it as artistic. I thought it was just
I know, like
a weird habit that I
know
had.
you like to add to the piece, but you don't always have to do that
Oh
to
my
every
God.
museum you always go
Just
to.
spraying white.
That seriously
DNA
sounds
paint.
it sounds like that scene from that little kid in the Squid and the Whale, where he like goes into a library and rubs like jizz on like some books
Oh
and
my
stuff.
God,
And then
really?
you ever see that movie?
No.
It's like Jeff Daniels and what's the
Jim
dude that
Carrey?
plays
It's Dumb and Dumber.
Superman's arch enemy? Eisenberg, right? Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg, yeah.
Jesse Eisenberg and his dad is Jeff Daniels, and his parents are getting
And they
divorced.
just jizz on stuff together.
And no, his brother is like having all these weird issues at school and stuff.
With jizz.
Yes, actually, yeah, that's actually true. It's true in this situation. All right, Wiley's portrait of Obama was unveiled Monday morning. All right, it's beautiful. I actually like it. It's different. I mean,
I didn't understand the picture he did of what was that one of a guy?
I think it was just a reinterpretation because
Yeah,
there's
that's
a
what
painting
I
that already
thought.
exists of that.
Of a guy
but he
standing
replaced
over
it
a
with like
cross,
he said a
or-
black thug grinding
grinding.
his crotch on it.
I wonder if it's normally like a picture of just Jesus carrying a cross?
I think it's like some European dude or what is it, Saint?
Like, yeah, it's like
Saint Andrew is the name.
I'm
so
definitely
I'm
not
guessing
like,
it was like.
not.
I mean, he
like,
can draw.
offended by
Yeah,
these
no,
things at all,
I'm
you
just,
know what I mean?
I'm just more like curious about this
interesting,
sort
I
of.
guess. Yeah, it's not.
So
it's
now
not
that you've seen the
like-
portrait, Craig, maybe we can throw that up for the people. The portrait includes a vein on the side of Obama's head that has caused the internet's buzz. Now, this is the whole whole
they think it's a
sperm
little sperm thing.
that we're talking about. Now, that is like
That's
maximized.
Probably one of those.
And I've
things.
seen some.
Besides
I've
Zeta.
seen some on the internet, and I was trying to find like an undoctored picture of this.
That's the only thing people are gonna be fucking
it was
with
like
it.
almost impossible.
Well, Obama,
It just looks like a vein to me.
Barack knew that this man puts jizz on his painting. No, that he paints sperms
Yeah,
on his
yeah.
painting.
I mean-
So, he knew, like, he might sperm me. He might draw. I'm the fucking president, and he's still...
I feel so weird.
He maybe will put a sperm somewhere in the painting of me. But I'm going to do it anyway.
By golly.
I wonder, like, what the deal is. He must really like this painter.
I think my dad actually has like the same kind of vein. He's bald. He has the
I was
same
gonna
weird
say,
sperm vein.
There is that
On
vein.
his-
People do
on
have a
his
vein
head.
there. I've not noticed it on
Oh my god. Barack Obama.
but he might have a vein. Like, it's not... It is
I mean,
a place
there's a
where
picture
there are
of
veins.
him. There's a picture of
Yeah.
Barack.
I mean,
I mean-
not really. Like, it's definitely way accented, and it looks pretty spermy.
Yeah,
It doesn't have a
okay.
head. It
Yeah.
doesn't have a little tadpole head, but with the cells, the fucking DNA up in there. But,
Yeah. He just made
got
one
the
of his
tail, at
ears into an
least.
egg.
Oh my god.
The vein can also be seen in pictures of the former president, though appears less pronounced, like we just checked out with our own eyes. When I'm approaching these guys, there's a
How many other presidential
presupposed
portraits?
engagement, Wiley told Art newspaper in 2008. I don't ask people what their sexualities are, but there's a sense in which male beauty is being negotiated.
The fuck does that mean?
I'm not sure.
Do any of the other presidential portraits have cum on the face of the president in the photo?
I think
I
Taft. Taft is the only one, actually.
Taft
And
has
Herbert
jizz on
Hoover,
his
actually,
face.
now that I'm thinking of it, Truman.
Yeah, Hoover, Truman.
Who else?
Who
Jimmy
was the
Carter.
guy that was in office for like 3 months? Like William Henry Harding or something like that?
What happened to him? He died. He died of a toothache or something.
He saw the painting, the presidential portrait of him where jizz was on his face, and he just had a heart attack and died. Scared the shit out of him.
All right, I'm gonna try to to clean this one up.
I've never talked about cum on a president's face before, but it's happening on this show.
Well, usually, but we're talking about JFK.
That's true. All the cum that he's splattering all over the United States. I don't know that he took any shots, but...
So here's another. Here's
took
Wiley's
some.
version of Napoleon leading the army of the Alps. Also features sperm, according to Dawson and Miss Dawson Opus, among others. The painting includes dozens of little sperm cells across the canvas, the blog said, noting that the corners of the portrait's frame contains an egg-like orb with sperm cells crawling on them. So I wasn't that off when I made the joke.
Yeah.
Of the craziest
thing.
thing.
Being a part of the whole thing.
Yeah. And Dawson suggested that the painting be titled through a light ejaculate mist.
It's so strange. Like, I mean, Sigmund Freud would have a fucking field day with this guy.
Oh my gosh.
He'd be like, give me 5 minutes to get into that mind. I just want to know how your mind works.
You just want to study him.
Yeah,
I want you to draw 100
mind
pictures.
Like, you want sperm and stuff.
Do you think that this is just like... Wasn't there a scene in Superbad where Jonah Hill just drew dicks?
Yeah, there's a long, weird thing.
And it's like big dicks and small dicks and strong dicks and weak dicks and dick Superman and like
and a
dick scientists and
that had peeled back a banana and it was like a dick.
So maybe this guy is that, just grown up.
Me of that.
And he actually has, I mean, his work is in the Smithsonian of the president.
Yeah.
It's a natural, or was it national portrait?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Bravo, sir. Bravo.
It is so strange. I don't know why you would... you know what I mean? Like, I don't really have, like, a problem with it, but, I mean, I just ask...
You just have a lot more questions?
Yeah, like, why would you...
Why is it necessary with all the sperm stuff?
That, as a fan of his. Not even why he does it, just, like, why would you want a painting that had sperms on it?
Yeah. I'd love to...
It's strange, especially one that, like, doesn't have to... Like, he's already doing his own thing by replacing old paintings, replacing white guys with a young black guy.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then be like, oh, there's this other thing that I do also in my paintings. Yeah. You know, like, sperm.
It's a light mist of ejaculate.
It's also a light mist sprinkled in the background on all my paintings. Wait, what? Jizz. You know, jizz. Oh, okay. I will take one of each painting.
I'll take your best painting, wrap it up, and ship it to me. To my front door.
The Jizzalisa. I want that painting.
It's just the sperm in the same pose, but the head is just the sperm head.
Yeah.
And the Mona Lisa is completely different.
Or it's just the Mona Lisa, but with like a cum shot on her face. And it says Brazzers in the top right corner. Triple X.
Oh. That Da Vinci.
The dirty boy.
Dirty boy, how illicit. All right. Yeah. With that being said, you know, I feel like a bit of a devil, Craig.
Do you?
So we're gonna be holy men right now. We're gonna do a segment that we're best known for.
Yeah, this is a popular segment. Grab your cowboy hat. Listen to some welcome.
Theologians. We're talking about God. We're talking about religion. Yep. We're talking about non-believers.
And, of course, we don't know nothing about your soul.
We're going to do some soul winning. I got a good feeling about it, brother.
Soul winning?
Brother Craig.
What is that?
It means we're going to win souls for the good Lord. What are you talking about? Now, usually when we do Theologians, when we talk about 311, I try not to mention Amber.
Okay.
But I'm going to have to do it this time. No. Usually when we do Theologians, we talk about...
You know, with that joke, you should really come original. It would be a lot better.
All entertainers. Come on.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Oh man. I don't even know. I feel like I should go into hiding after that joke. I should go slip across the border.
Won't you come original?
All right, we're always talking.
311 sucks.
I feel like we're always, kind of not necessarily shitting on religious people, but it's usually, it's the low points of religion, right?
In the theologian segment.
The theologian segment. Yeah.
A lot of times it is like people being dumb with
their spirituality
religion,
or it's not like you're run-of-the-mill person, let's say, believer or whatever that just kind of like leaves people alone and doesn't think like particularly crazy shit. But this week actually one of our favorite directors and just overall comedians, Kevin Smith, had a heart attack. He was in the hospital.
Fat Kev Smith.
Love
him.
And Yeah, so I just thought it was. I thought that was
The Podfather.
pretty crazy. Obviously, you wake up to that sort of news, and then you get the. This is very interesting. This is kind of.
I was like, holy shit! Like, oh my god.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, he's like a very, very busy guy, and he's obviously not in the best
big.
health, but
And like his dad died of a heart attack.
Yeah,
and his mom, had stuff done for her.
And you might be asking yourself, okay, so what does this have to do with God? This, that, and the other.
Yeah, did he see the other side?
No, it was actually somebody that was sent him a friendly message saying, hey, get better. Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. I remember there's a really famous Anthony Jeselnik bit where he does thoughts and prayers. And you know what that means? It doesn't mean shit. That whole thing, right?
That whole
it's
thing.
very funny, right?
It's very funny bit,
but it's almost like when it's in a weird way because it's like, it just, obviously it's a fucking joke, but it's a lot of times with people when they believe shit, it's easy to just make fun of them. But you don't have to straw man people. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you want to disagree with people because they there's because of their faith, there's plenty of shit out there. But when somebody says, like, for instance, Chris Pratt attacked after sending
Star-Lord?
healing power of prayer to Kevin Smith, and people were like, no.
Yeah.
Not under my watch.
That's the thing is, like, I definitely get the point Anthony Jeselnik is making.
Yeah.
But it's like, but he's also not, like, saying that those people are, like, pieces of shit. Yeah. I mean, he's kind of, the ones he's saying he's kind of more saying just the people who, like, they don't really give a fuck.
Then they're virtue signaling. Yeah, or it's a cop-out, yeah.
Oh,
it's
well,
words.
God bless you.
It's just words,
it's
right?
Phony.
Yeah, it's phony. It's
shallow and it doesn't really
exactly.
No to it.
But
at the same time, there is people who actually care, and they literally pray. They don't just go thoughts and prayers. They actually sit there and pray for you.
Yeah,
and like
that
does mean something.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like healing the guy, but.
No, and that's the thing. It's like I don't think
not shitty.
It's so easy to shit on. The three big religions here. We have Christianity, Judaism, and Islam in the United States. Take your fucking pick. There's plenty of things to make fun of. Okay,
everybody needs to make fun of those.
Yeah.
All the time.
Okay, so Chris Pratt took to social
make
media.
Fun of atheists too.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. And
I
know.
Story, right?
Yeah, exactly. Chris Pratt took to social media Monday to urge his followers to pray for Kevin Smith after the filmmaker suffered a serious heart attack Sunday night, only to be attacked by commenters who mocked the actor and questioned whether prayer was an effective way to respond to a health scare.
Oh my god!
So this is what I like. My thing is that it's the low hanging fruit. There's plenty of shit to make fun of Christianity about.
Yeah.
I don't think Christians actually believe, like... I mean, yeah, there are people out there that it's like, I'm not going to, I don't want the needle, I don't want the pills, because God's going to save me. But it's like a very little percentage.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. The 38-year-old Guardians of the Galaxy star and openly religious Christian wrote Monday on Twitter that, and though he hardly knew Smith... He is a fan of his work and was praying for him to make a full recovery. Smith tweeted from a hospital bed early Monday morning that he had suffered a massive heart attack and had nearly died following a performance at a comedy show Sunday night. Oh, wow. So he was at Babylon?
No, he was filming his new, like, Kevin's Evening with Kevin Smith, like, stand-up special. Or, whatever. I don't know if you technically call it stand-up, but yeah. And he was going to do 2 shows that night.
That's crazy.
And it was, like, after he did the first one. So I wonder if that one's filmed and, like, they'll still put that one out, because I think he finished it.
Everything, the whole thing, I'm sure, is filmed. I mean, it's kind of morbid, obviously.
He starts feeling sick after the set, so he goes backstage and is chilling because the set's over.
Okay.
And then he's going to do a second set.
That's what I was saying, but I'm knowing, because I've seen he does a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff.
So like they might have followed
So it might have everything... Yeah, that's kind of a little fucked up, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But knowing him, he'll spin it like, I ain't dead yet, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Something like that.
He kept talking about, in the hospital, he didn't want anyone to see his dick. Because his number 1 fear is dying. His number 2 fear in life is people seeing his dick. And he's like, obviously it's small. That was the part that, like, he throws that in case you're yes, it's small. I'm like, oh my
Well,
God,
it wasn't
homie,
because he had a
look.
big dick that he wasn't going to show it to people.
He said the doctor joked with him later that it was like, oh, everyone was talking about it. It was huge.
Oh my
Kevin's
God.
dick, just joking around.
Kev, we don't know each other. This is what, what's his name said? Chris Pratt. Star-Lord. Yeah.
Andy.
He wrote, Kevin, we don't know each other too good, but I have loved you since Clerks, and I'm praying my ass off for you, because I believe in the healing power of prayer. Can you please pray with me, people? In another tweet, the actor said he'd been inspired when he saw Smith's first film, the low-budget, independent breakout Clerks.
Yeah.
He said he would continue to pray for the filmmaker.
Yeah.
Several of Pratt's followers quickly blasted the Star-Lord. Comparing his call for prayer
followers too,
to politicians who have sent thoughts and prayers to the victims of recent school shootings.
Oh, come on.
So,
man. That's just ridiculous.
Okay, so
you made an association between things, so therefore those are not
we've gone from
connected.
A popular director has a heart attack.
Yeah.
He survives. People are saying, I will pray for you. Yeah. And he even says, I believe in the power of prayer. Yeah. Whatever. Fine.
Yeah.
But it's
that proves to you that it's like, he's not just, I'll pray for you. It's like, no, like, this is something that means something to me, and I'm doing it for you. Because
do you think it's almost like...
wish you well. It's like, it's kind of one of those things where I'd be kind of grossed out maybe if people were just falling all over each other for like, that's so amazing what Chris Pratt said. Like, praising him for just basically saying, like, oh, I hope you're better. What a sweet guy, Like, it's not really that amazing, but it's certainly a positive and not a negative at all.
Do you think if he came out and said, like, I'm so happy that you're still with us, like, I'm gonna keep you in my thoughts, and I'm like gonna meditate, and I'm gonna like steal the little time out of my day to think about you and all this and that. That it just because he said prayer,
right? It's worded.
I'm just saying, it's just.
Yeah, you can like Chris Pratt, and you don't have to believe in
God or anything. Yeah, you can believe that Star-Lord is real if you like.
Yeah.
Somebody wrote, "What the fuck is prayer going to do? Wise up. He's in he's in hospital. Science is the best place for him."
Oh my God!
Hold on, I gotta read that again.
Ambulance should have taken him to science.
Yeah. What
like
the fuck
a scientist? He'd be like, I don't know what the fuck to do.
What the fuck is praying gonna do? I said that. We're at one commentator. Wise up. He's in hospital. Science is the best place for him. Diet change and exercise, not random thoughts by you or anyone else.
Wow, what a douchebag. And what's funny is Kevin just like lost a bunch of weight, Kevin Smith, and got into like better shape and was like eating better and eating like less sugar and like all this and that, and then he has a heart attack.
Yeah.
Like the timing of the heart attack literally had nothing to do with.
That's very strange because he's actually way skinnier now than I remember him being. So
it's like I mean maybe he does need to make some changes.
Yeah, maybe he's skinnier, but he treats his body like shit. Who
maybe
knows?
So, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, but it sounds like it's a genetic thing too.
Oh yeah, didn't his dad die of a heart attack?
Yeah.
Somebody else wrote, healing power of prayer. This is a parody, right? The comments were among several by users who slammed Pratt for his initial tweet. Jeez. However, numerous commentators defended the star and said that they would join in praying for Smith. These comments to your prayer requests are awful. Prayers are a beautiful thing, wrote a blogger who I've never heard of. Vera Sweeney. I don't know how this country lost that notion. When did we lose respect for another's beliefs? Well,
that's the thing is you don't have
what
to
happened
think
to
it's
tolerance?
Like this amazing thing, but yeah, you should be able to like certainly not be like offended by it.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're rolling your eyes, why do you have to be like, no, I'm going to do more than roll my eyes? I'm going to comment on that.
You're a piece of shit.
Yeah, like what?
Also joining in to defend Pratt was his Guardians of the Galaxy director James Gunn.
That's cool. Jamie Gum.
James Gunn, before this movie came out, or Guardians of the Galaxy, he made a director, writer of a horror movie called Slither. And everybody should go and watch that movie because it's awesome. It's like, it's a creature feature. it's just super freaky and awesome. So anyways, James Gunn said, "I'm not tweeting this to defend Chris. He's a big boy, and he can take care of himself." Gunn wrote in a series of 9 tweets, "But for me personally, prayer and meditation are great boons to my life and help me navigate my way through this world, and I don't want to dissuade others who find those sorts of things useful." Okay. Pratt has also, he's been open about his Christian faith and previously shared how he became religious as a teenager while living in Hawaii before he moved to California and became a movie star. So, yeah. In August, the actor credited his faith for his success while accepting a Teen Choice Award for his role in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Hey, well, if it's a Teen Choice Award, then, it's because he deserves it. Yeah, that's some amazing stuff.
Do you think for Teen Choice Award, do they, nominate, Meryl Streep and, Al Pacino?
That'd be kind of funny, where it's it's Meryl Streep and Al Pacino and, I don't know, Idris Elba, and then it's... the random teenager on Disney Channel that you see. And
Nick Jonas.
I wonder who's going to win the award.
I wonder who's at the award show.
Yeah, could it be the person that's at this show?
Daniel Day-Lewis for Phantom Thread.
I remember watching, years ago, there was a metal music award show, I quickly realized that the only people that were going to be awarded any of this stuff
were the few bands that
were there. Yeah, because
Sebastian Bach,
exactly, yeah, Skid Row, and because it was Motley Crue and Guns N' Roses, and all these people are
Metallica. Oh, they barely lost.
Yeah, they're nominated, but they didn't quite make it. It's like if you agree to show up, you'll win the award.
Yeah.
That's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
This show's even won a Golden Globe.
Lots of them. Lots of Razzies.
They give those out.
Thank you guys. Thanks everybody for listening. This has been Let's Spend the Night Together, the 50th episode. I can't believe that I'm saying that. The extravaganza. We hope that you guys really enjoyed yourself and have enjoyed.
We want to get back to. We got some more Rolling Stone stories.
Yeah.
We want to get back to album reviews. Also do some album reviews, including, which people have been emailing a lot about.
Yes.
We are going to finish our series reviewing each Rolling Stones album. But in between, maybe throw in some other albums for fun.
Yeah, we were thinking about some classic albums and just favorites of ours.
Yeah.
Some other stuff, and that's
fallen over.
That'll be a little more informative, but you guys should definitely check it out. And I hope you fucking enjoyed yourself. This podcast is awesome to do, and
and I know there's a lot of sponsors out there that want to get in touch with us. So
Pornhub, get in contact with us.
Yeah, we will do ads.
Because we'll do ads for you, and they'll be great. They'll be pretty good stuff. So with that being said, I've been Dante. With me has been my colleague, cohort, co-feffing, Mr. Craig.
Yeah.
Let's spend the night together.
Let's do 50 more episodes.